Oh, Mondays. You might be agonizing the beginning of the week. Or maybe you're wondering, what does a private practice dietitian do on a Monday? Let's break it down in today's video. First thing a private practice dietitian does on a Monday is plan their week. If they haven't already done that by the end of the week, then they're definitely reviewing, planning out their week. And it could be that you're old school and you want to print out your week, or it could be that you have a digital version of your week. So you're looking at your daily version of your calendar, your schedule, and then you're also looking at your week at a glance. And this is going to help you have a sense of what appointments do you have, if any, what are you focusing on, and what tasks are urgent. And then you can even see whether you're color coding or not. If you look at your week at a glance, you can see what percentage of your time are you dedicated towards sales and business development versus administration and actually running the business. And the goal when you're looking at your week is that you're working more and more towards focusing on sales and business development and less on administration and tasks that are not necessarily revenue generating. So looking at your week is an important thing to do as a private practice dietitian, and doing that at the beginning of the week is going to help you start off your week correctly. In fact, I have a process where I review my week on a Thursday or a Friday. So by the beginning of the week, I've already reviewed it, and I go into a Monday and I already can smooth sailing, know what to do, and things are going to be really structured for me because I'm a highly organized person. Now, if you don't want to review your week towards the end of the week and you want to do that on a Monday morning, you can. I mentally like to prepare my week and reflect the previous week at the end of the week before Monday. So that's your choice, but just make sure you have a process and you're earmarking time in your calendar to looking at your schedule and having a sense of what's coming up and having some boundaries. What are your working hours? When is your time off? When do you take breaks? How do you hold those boundaries? And remember, if you don't hold those boundaries, you're at risk for burnout. I know I didn't take breaks for a while and it really started to affect my mental health. So I put in some systems in place to make sure that I blocked my calendar and do not accept calls at certain points of the day so that I can have some rest and relaxation into my life. I will say that when you're planning your week, you do want to focus more on sales and business development, but if you don't have processes documented in place and you don't have a staff to help with admin, you will be spending a decent amount of time on administrative work, maybe more than you want. So I wouldn't suggest skipping it because you're going to have to focus on invoicing and client follow-up and all of the things that help you run the business, but the idea is to work towards minimizing those tasks and at least time blocking them. So you're chunking them, let's say the first hour of the day, every day, so that you're not randomly doing administrative tasks throughout the day, which can be pretty draining for your brain. Another thing that a private practice dietitian does on a Monday might be initial visits or follow-up consults or any type of service delivery. So if you are seeing clients, let's say cash pay or insurance, then you're probably going to be fitting that into your schedule. Some of you like to see a few clients every day. Some of you like to front load your week and see more clients that have heavier days on a Monday or a Tuesday. The cool thing about being a private practice dietitian is that you can decide that. More of our clients are not big fans of one-on-ones. So they either have their staff do the one-on-ones, that means that they're delegating the coaching to another team member, or they're very much limiting one-on-ones, only doing a few throughout the week and really focusing their energy on building out more scalable programs like group coaching, like memberships, like courses, and even brand sponsorships and affiliate marketing and speaking. So I want you to think about what type of private practice dietitian you want to be, because there's so many more options beyond the traditional insurance-based brick and mortar practice that you can do as a dietitian. So your day in the life of a dietitian and on a Monday is largely going to depend on the service or product that you're delivering and what your ideal day is and how closely aligned you are to operating within your ideal day. Now, if you're not yet operating within your ideal day and you want to, I want to invite you to work with us. You can click on a link in the description box and apply for a sales call to talk to me or someone from my team to learn about your options so that you can grow with strategy and support in place. If you don't yet have the finances for coaching, I want to invite you to join our Academy Library. It's a very affordable month-to-month option where you can gain access to my curriculum as well as your peers and me and my staff. That is a do-it-yourself program, so you're not going to get the high-touch support you would with coaching, but if right now you don't have the budget for coaching, definitely start in the Academy. The links are listed below. Another activity that private practice dietitians do on a Monday would be content creation. Now, what a lot of our clients do and what I like to do is batch content creation on certain days or certain weeks of the month. So some of you like to front load and do content creation earlier in the week, or others of you like to do, let's say, an hour, 2 days a week, It's really dependent on your schedule and your preferences. And you might not know. You might need to test it and learn what works best for your lifestyle and even what you've got going on right now in the business. For me, I prefer to do content work on a Monday, and I more specifically prefer to do the first and or second week of the month. So if I'm able to batch produce content, whether that's YouTube videos, podcast episodes, Instagram content, or project managing any of the content before my team does the post-production, I allow myself 2 days out of the month. I'm trying to consolidate that to 1 day, but right now it's still 2 days a month. And that does also include guest interviews for podcasting, which is going to coordinate with me and another person. So that means there has to be a little more flexibility with the schedule so that I don't just have one slot or a few slots or a few hours open. So where there is flexibility with content, I mainly focus on a chunk of time. And I see that our clients do that as well, and that helps them stay focused so they can focus on one block and one task and one theme at a time. I know we're now talking about time management, and I have a video I'll link above that goes really into depth about time management tactics. If you want to learn more about time management tactics for dietitians at different stages or for different reasons, comment below and I'll consider making a video. The last thing a dietitian in private practice might do on a Monday would be professional development. So that could be connecting with other dietitians or business owners. It could also mean that you're focusing on your CEUs, and we offer CEUs in our membership in our Academy library, or it could mean that you're watching a webinar or reading a book about nutrition, or you're reading a research study. You might be doing that over lunch or after lunch, or you might even be connecting with a peer and discussing something with nutrition or clinical skills over a coffee date. But keeping up and keeping abreast of professional development is really important as a dietitian so that you can stay sharp, not only with your clinical skills, but also more importantly with your business skills. Because remember, as dietitians, we have all this information and knowledge and passion, but we don't learn how to communicate it effectively through effective marketing and sales, then we can't help more people. So if you like this video, I want you to check out this next video on screen.